guys, it's EV from Reusch, USA, back with you, answering some of your questions. Our producer, Felix Ortiz, gave me a great question today, okay, and he said if I have an aspiring young goalkeeper who wants to play in college and he's a serious or she's a serious goalkeeper, what are the three things that you look for, Evie, as a goalkeeper coach, okay, and what should I tell this kid? Hey, these are the three things that are most important in your search for a college, okay? Number one, academics. You've got to find the proper school, okay? And it's the old adage, you've heard me say it before. When you're looking at a school, you want to make sure that it's a school that if you had a catastrophic injury, let's say you blew out your knee and the doctor said, hey, you can't play again, would you still be at that school because it has the academic and the social life that you want away from athletics, okay? So first is academics. Try to find the school that's right for you. There's a lot of things that are involved in that. Size of the school, location of the school, price of the school, academic programs, as I said before. So, but that's still most important, is that I'm going to go to a school where even if I didn't play soccer, I'd still want to be at that school. That's number one. Number two, as a goalkeeper, is the soccer program itself. How do you fit in chronologically with the goalkeepers that are already there? Everybody wants to come into a college situation and say, I'm going to be the starter, okay? And that's easy to say if you're one of 10 field players, because if you're a midfielder or a forward or a defender and the coach needs you to play, you know, outside back, of course you're going to say, yes, I'm an outside back, even though I played all my club in high school up front, because you want to be on the field. Remember, as a goalkeeper, you got one spot you can play. So you want to make sure that you're giving yourself every opportunity to play by chronologically looking at the other goalkeepers who are there. Most colleges like to have a senior, a junior, and then a freshman or two freshmen and maybe a sophomore fighting it out for the next year to be the number one and number two. Most colleges don't dress more than two goalkeepers during a game. Most colleges like to have four goalkeepers training on a day in, day out basis during the fall and the spring. So make sure you look at the websites of the schools that the programs that you're thinking about, and make sure that you find out, do I fit in chronologically with, you know, I don't want to be a freshman competing with a senior. That's not going to serve you well, okay? Also, the other thing that you can look at is looking at, can I redshirt at this school? Because a redshirt gives you an extra year of training without having to worry about playing, and it gives you the opportunity to get your academics well in hand before you've still got your 4 years of eligibility to play, okay? And then the third thing I always look at is, you know, am I good enough? All right, are you good enough to play Division I, top level Division I, either boys or girls? You know, you have to be honest with yourself, you know, and you know, don't let the labels fool you. There are plenty of Division II, Division III, NAIA schools that are as good as some of the Division I schools. So you have to decide, am I good enough? Can I go there and play for 3 years? You know, or can I go to maybe a D3 school and play for three or 4 years, knowing that, you know what, this is a good D3 program. They're always in the top 10 across the country. They're always going to be in the playoffs, and I've got a good shot at being in the Final Four and playing in the final. I always tell people, because I've coached at all levels, if you're in the national final, there is no difference between Division I, Division II, Division III. You feel exactly the same. It's an important game, obviously. So find, you know, be honest with yourself, find the level that you can play at, pursue the school that you want to play at, pursue the soccer program that you want to play at, and that will serve you best as a young goalkeeper.